guys, welcome back to the big board. Let's see, what do we got here? This is Into the Breach, which is an expansion for the Untold Stories, or TUS as I like to call it. And I'm going to be playing the third scenario from this particular set of scenarios, and as you saw in the previous video, you know, there's a bunch of really good stuff in this, and this one I chose because it's very large. And it's 12 turns, and there are 1, 2, 3 battalions, one of which is a rifle battalion in it for the Soviets, and then the US has its usual set of forces, which are a little undermanned, and they're always outgunned, but they have a much better command, and their equipment is slightly better. So this scenario is interesting because the Americans, or the NATO forces, let's just call them the US forces here, the US forces here set up first within 8 hexes of the eastern edge of the board. Let me just get this squared away here. So here we've got the headquarters unit for the Ghost troop. And I elected to put the Bradleys and the tank and this here for the specific purpose that they could cover this approach from the eastern edge of the board, so they could take a shot, shoot and scoot, and then be able to handle stuff coming from this direction. And these guys are down here to cover Minor, the town Minor, which is right here. So my thinking was I wanted to try and, as the player, the US player, I've still got other units to set up yet, but the Soviet player gets to set up within 6 hexes of the edge of the board, which you can see here. And this is their forward security element. So they're probing ahead on the road looking for trouble. And you know, the rest of their forces will more than likely come in here, or they may be a ruse and they may come in somewhere else, maybe down this end of the board. The objective, though, we set up the US forces, then we set these guys up, the Soviet forces, then we set up these chaps here, the Ghost, I think it's the Ghost Riders, no, the Outriders, sorry. They set up after these two groups. So it's a very interesting setup scenario that I now have an opportunity to protect this part of the map, or continue to do this, or maybe put some guys in the middle, and so I can go either way. Who knows? The objective is, let me move this phone. The objective is to control the bridge of Witzav and Rostov, and/or all of the hexes of Bokal here. So that's a pretty tall order. I think in order to win, you've got to get 3 of the 4. I think another victory condition is a number of units killed. Let's just check. Yeah, eliminate 12 American units as well. So that's entirely possible as well if things get gruesome. So you can see the map is there's one main artery across this side. There's another main artery on the southern part of the map, which leads to this this town. And the middle gets a little wonky, but you could eventually, there's a road here that then leads to a bridge, which then would lead you to the Witzav bridge. So an interesting scenario, lots of enemy units. This is going to take a while to play, potentially, we'll see. And lots of opportunity fire, no doubt. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to just do a little introduction to the scenario, and we'll work out the best way to present it to you, and we'll see what happens from here.